Redo You, the podcast that teaches you tools and strategies so you can build the confidence to rediscover and reinvent yourself. With me, Emma Hull, your favorite life coach. Each week, I'll introduce a concept that you can implement right away so you can live your most authentic life. Let's get started. Hello, beautiful goddess. Welcome back to the Redo You podcast and another week. The other day I was chatting to one of my clients and she was sharing that she didn't have any friends. And that our coaching session inspired today's episode. And it's not necessarily about whether you have any friends or not, but it's about when we get into these kind of thought vortexes and a little bit doomsday and helping you to get out of that. So whatever negative story you might be telling yourself, you can apply these same concepts. So in this situation, firstly, I asked my client to take a moment to take stock and see if what she was telling herself was really true. And to make a list of the relationships and the friendships that she does currently have. And doing that, she realized that she does have friends. It wasn't an accurate statement that her beautiful brain had been offering her. And so she was able to see that things weren't really as bad as she thought, and to take stock of what abundance she does actually have in her life, and take a moment to be grateful for the friends that she does have. So whatever it is that you're struggling with, that inner voice is catastrophizing for you, take a moment to fact check it and see, is that true? And then allow yourself to sit with the truth for a little bit. Then we dove deeper into what was really going on for her. What was the truth behind this kind of blanket statement of, I don't have any friends? And when we dug a little bit deeper, it was essentially that she was feeling lonely because of societal pressures. It was a time of year when there was a lot of advertising around being around friends and family and loved ones. And it was as if the external messaging was saying you are only complete and whole when you are surrounded by laughing friends and family. And so realizing that she was feeling lonely and she did crave more connection with her friends. And once you've scratched the surface and figured out what's really behind that sentiment, then you get to decide what you'd like to do about it. I invited her to consider, if you are feeling lonely, what are your options? What might you do? And of course, one of those options was to reach out to one of the friends that she had listed. Another option was to look for more activities and things to do. Yeah, so she went online and looked at her community's recreation program, see if there were any classes that she would like to do. She also went onto social media and looked for groups. She enjoys hiking, so she looked for a hiking group and an outdoor group and joined a couple of those. So you've got 3 steps there for whenever you're in drama catastrophizing about something. Fact check it. Do some little sitting down, some journaling, and figure out, is this thought actually true? Then take a moment to think about, what is the underlying cause here? What is that need that is unmet? And then 3, figure out, what do I want to do about it? Don't just sit around lamenting that you're lonely and you have no friends. Do something about it. Reach out to your friends, find new friends. The moral of the story here is that feelings are real, but we also have the capacity to exaggerate them and wallow in our own self-pity. So take a moment to recognize those feelings, honor them, and listen to them, and be curious and ask what's really going on here, and then do what you can to meet your needs. Let me know how this works for you. Reach out to me on social media at The Life Untethered. Drop me an email at emma@lifeuntethered.com. And just to let you know, I do have some one-on-one coaching spots opening up in June. It's June 2025, whenever you're listening to this podcast. So reach out if you are interested in working together. I'd love to hear from you. Have an amazing day. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Redo You podcast. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review, and tell a friend, because together we rise even higher. See you next Friday.